Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Baldwin Podcast. Yes, we are back, and better than damn ever. You know, a couple years ago, I left this home that I built with the Baldwin Podcast, and goddamn, I think that was one of the worst fucking mistakes of my life. The views were hitting. You know, life was great. Then I just stopped it. Yeah, so we're back, and we're fucking better than ever. So, just checking my live here. Alright. So yeah, we are 3 hours out until RWA Rebellion airs, and my god, do we have a fucking show for you. My god. It is stacked. I mean, like, we thought the first show back was stacked. this one blows it out of the fucking water, and it's not even close. I mean, the shit that we got going on tonight, you don't want to miss it. It's must see. We have tons of matches going on tonight. Just to name a few, we have Chaos versus Marcus Awesome. That's definitely going to be a good match for us to watch and see. We also got, in our main event, Joel White versus the Demon Jello. And we know their history with Hellbound. And, you know, they go way back. They're longtime friends, but it's time to put friendships aside. It's time to, you know, stand on your own 2 feet. One guy's going to be left standing. And God knows who. No, wait, hold on. Wrong show. Wrong. It is not Joel White versus Jello. So much shit going in my head. It is Joel White versus Ryan Schuler. My bad. That's still a first time ever match. 2 guys who, one, he's proved a lot, but one has to prove some. You know? He feels overlooked since Alpha Omega. I mean, he was Ringmaster Champion. He has that experience. But he's going into a match with a guy who has more experience. It should be a pretty interesting match to see, you know. I look at those 2 guys and there's definitely something to prove there. Joel White wants to stay on top. He wants his world title back. And Ryan Schuler wants his first ever world championship. So, it should be pretty interesting to see that. And then also tonight we have Andrew Storm versus Bryan Adams. Last week, Bryan Adams took a loss to Jello and kind of defeated him. It messed with his brain, his mind. He still showed sportsmanship like we know Bryan Adams do. Tonight he faces Andrew Storm, who's a kind of a fresh face to RWA. Hasn't done too much. He's more a Jello Games guy. That's where he's proved his worth mostly. But tonight he gets to prove his worth against someone who's a veteran of the business, Bryan Adams. Andrew Storm, what I'm seeing of Andrew Storm, he can bring the heat at any temperature, at any damn time. So, Andrew Storm definitely will bring the heat to Bryan Adams tonight. It's just if Bryan Adams can take it, we'll find out. On top of that, you know, tonight we also have Elijah King going up against someone who's unknown. We don't know. We don't know yet. It's unannounced. But Elijah King is making his return to RWA, so I'm not too sure about that match, really, because Elijah King's really great. He has a lot of skill in the ring. But A, he doesn't know who he's fighting, and B, it's been a minute since he's fought. So he's probably got a bunch of ring rust. We don't know. We don't know who this guy is. Well, time will tell tonight, though, when they reveal themselves. We have no clue who Elijah King is facing tonight. Also tonight, we have Brawler taking on Jello. That match is indeed happening tonight. Brawler, you know, a guy who... What's the word to put this? He just doesn't give a shit, right? He'll just be in your face and not let off you. That's what I've kind of grown to know about Brawler. I mean, the guy is... He's definitely got something to prove. And you can see it in his eyes. You can see it on his face. I mean, the dude's been in fucking thousands of street fights. He has been in physical fights. Jello has too. Jello has the experience in this match, though. Jello's a multi-time world champ. You know, defended it multiple times before it was abruptly taken from him in a 6-man tag. You know, but Jello, he has his work cut out for him tonight. You look at a guy named Brawler. What does that say? I've never seen someone. Chaos seems to be like a different person than before. You know what? I can agree with that. Every time I see Chaos out there, last week, I was actually scared for my life. The dude came out with a fucking head. A head. God knows what he did with that. It's Chaos who, this is his to win. You can see out of everyone the determination on his face. He came this close into beating Bryan Adams in the RWA Metal World Title tournament. But now he's willing to take it a step forward. He's willing to push forward, and he's willing to fucking destroy anyone in his path. He did it last week with Andrew Storm. Tonight, he has Marcus Awesome in his way. So that for sure is gonna be a match I'm ready to see, and it's gonna be a banger. I don't know, seem more focused and more demonic. That's pretty scary to say. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really mess with Chaos too much because he's all fucking scary and shit. I don't fuck with that. I'm just a commentator, just trying to do my job. So yeah, when Chaos is out there, I try not to piss the demon off, I should say. The guy is not normal. He's definitely the most of the twisted in this match, in this whole tournament. Back to what I was saying with, Jello and Brawler. You look at a match that, this match is the first time ever match between these two. So Jello has no idea what to expect coming in tonight against Brawler. This is a whole new field of opponent for him. He's never... What's my thoughts on who's winning? The Chaos versus Marcus Awesome match? I for sure got Chaos tonight. Tell you why. He just brings more experience into the game. When I talk about experience, the whole thing. Oh, okay. But there's my prediction on who's winning that match. The whole tournament, it's hard to tell. As it stands right now, Chaos, Joe White, and Jello, and Ryan Struhler are the 4 people running the tournament so far. So, those are the 4 to look out for. As far as who's winning, I don't know, man. I would have to say Jello. Here's why. The last time he was world champion, he lost it in a 6-man tag team match. Just think of that. How many people lose their world title in a tag team match? So it's a bit interesting about what's gonna happen tonight and in this whole tournament. No one's lost their fucking title in a tag team match, the world championship, and being the first eliminated. He was the first eliminated on his tag. You're right, his old faction did screw him over. But you gotta think he had it coming to him. Chaos used to be, Chaos is Chaos, right? He's always been like this overwhelming force that no one knows what to deal with. So maybe they've seen a weakness in him and they had to attack. You gotta just think outside the box here. This is the shit we gotta think about going into tonight. about that. Little technical difficulties. There's no weakness in him, I see. I felt like he did it because he was told to lose. That could be the case, but also it can't be the case. Like, with Chaos, you never know. Like, not trying to make this whole thing about him right now, but, like, the guy is more motivated than I've seen in a while. Out of everyone in this tournament, a guy like him, he's up there with motivation. You look at a guy who just doesn't give a shit, But that's like most people in this goddamn match, in this tournament. They don't care. They'll do whatever it takes to get the damn win. I got Jello over Brawler tonight. I said that as well. I mean, Jello has more experience in the ring. He's won more championships. Brawler, he's done something. He's beaten Death Metal in a steel cage. He's proved his badassery. He's done his shit. But tonight, this isn't Death Metal. This is Jello. Multi-time world champion. Breakout champion. Jello Games champ. Like, he's done it all. When you think of Jello, you think of someone who's had his success. But that's when Brawler comes in. Because you look at a guy who hasn't done much. So, it's the people like that who you gotta look out for. I don't know if you caught it off the top of the hour, though, but also tonight we got Joe White versus Ryan Schuler. That match is certified banger. First ever matchup there. Should be pretty damn good. If anyone has questions in the chat, let me know. And I'll get them answered. You got Joel. Joel, I got Ryan Schuler, and I'll tell you why. I mean, like, he has more here to prove than Joel White. Joel White just wants to stand back up on his 2 feet. That's all that is. But Joel White also has the more experience. Ryan Schuler's a guy who's been screwed over in his career. And that right there, that messes with him. That messes with his psyche. You look at a guy, Ryan Schuler, who knows he's good, knows he's great. A former MCW world champion. I mean, he's a former ringmaster champion. He's had his titles, but not like Joel White. Joel White has won world championships. Joel White has made those main event matches happen. Joel White's been a man in power. Ryan Schuler despises people in power. He thinks they get everything fed with a silver spoon. So tonight, it's going to be interesting. Tonight, it's going to be about who runs RWA. In our main event, we're going to find out Joe White versus Ryan Schuler. A man with power also abuses power. I mean, you're correct with that. I mean, that statement, because you look at a guy like Thurman. Chaos is coming for the main event. You look at a guy named Thurman who kind of, when he got power, that short stint he had with power. I mean, talking about abusing your power. I mean, he made Bryan Adams fight after defending his title against 2 monsters. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Chaos is, like I said, Chaos is woke. He's in that mindset. He's in that fighting mindset. And tonight he's gonna put it on full display in our show open. That's right. In our show open, we will have Chaos versus Marcus Awesome kicking us off. 8 p.m. Be there. It's gonna be a good fight between the two. They never cross path. Marcus Awesome is another one who, he put up good damn fight against Joe White last week on Rebellion. That's someone who's a sleeper. He's a dark horse in this tournament. If you sleep on him, he's going to wake you up real damn quick. So, I don't know. Chaos definitely has his work cut out for him tonight. Yeah, he's a demon. Yeah, he's, been world champ. But this isn't someone you want to sleep on. This is someone you want to be fully aware of at all times. Look at all these matches here. I mean, we're stacked. Then we have lots of demon types in RWA, huh? Well, you're not wrong. A lot of demons in RWA. I think there's a lot of demons in RWA. You've got Demon Jello, Demon Chaos. Hell, even Andrew Storm has a demon type. Yeah, definitely more they overplayed. One Satan. Oh, okay. I wonder who that is. I think Andrew Storm gonna come back and win. I mean, he has a long road ahead of him. As it stands, he has 0 points. Tonight, he's looking to pick up a win against Brian Adams, who also has 0 points. So we're kind of on an even playing field, Both men, like a lot of men in this tournament, have something to prove. So when it comes down to it, comes down to the nitty gritty. It's gonna get gritty tonight. It's gonna get violent. And be on the lookout for it because it is gonna go down. I'm excited, I've never been more excited for Rebellion. He's got potential. He just had the wrong opponent. Wrong opponent. He did go up against a pretty strong opponent in the first round with Chaos. I mean, again, I'm not trying to talk about Chaos so much, but god damn, the man is, I guess I'd say the Satan is, he's on his A game. Jello's trying to talk me into bringing my own semi-demon. I just may. Oh god. Please don't tell me there's another demon coming to RWA. Oh god. I don't know how we're gonna make it. All these demons and Satans and... We need someone to exterminate all these motherfuckers. Please no. Just the absolute sheer comment. I love it. Yeah, let's just, a lot of demons here, Beast. What about Beast? Beast hasn't been on notice. We've seen Beast, and I hope he pops up tonight again. As someone who commentates, I see all the, I see everything. And Beast has been talking shit about me. Chad Baldwin. He's been talking too much shit. It's, if he wants to get in the ring with me, Chad Baldwin, we can make that happen. Anytime, any place. So I kind of like Beast to stay out of my business, stay out of my commentary. This is my profession, not his. So, unless he wants to do something about it and fight Chad Baldwin in the ring, we need more faces, says Legend Man. Yeah, I think it's more like, if you won't mind me to add to your statement, Legend Man, I think we need more faces to come clear. Right now, we don't know whose face. We're trying to see. I try to stay unbiased as a commentator, but I even start to notice, who's a jackass and who isn't? Because you got people coming in here and you don't know what they are. Yeah, all the demons are heels. I mean, that's obvious. I mean, we definitely need more faces. Faces never been it hasn't been as popular as, as a heel would be, so, A good guy preacher. I'm pro wrestling. There's an idea. LOL. And then you got Chaos saying, I'll never sin again. Well, you might sin tonight to what you might do to Marcus Awesome, so we'll see how that goes. You know, like I said, Marcus Awesome, not a guy many people know on the RWA locker room. You know, he walks back there, does his business, and so far he hasn't been too, successful. But there's still time to turn this around. You know, it's just the first week. We're heading into the second. Tonight, Marcus Awesome has his hands full. You know, it's gonna be a hell of a fight tonight with Marcus Awesome. Right, you're correct. There definitely is a shortage. Just like I said, Max, not as popular as a role, right? Because it's a lot more difficult probably to pull off. You know, you don't want to be that type of guy to just call yourself one. You actually want to make sure you're one. And we got people coming in here left and right, like Malcolm Tyson. I'm making some breaking news right here on the Chad Baldwin Podcast. Malcolm Tyson III from MCW has signed with RWA. And he will make his debut next week. So that's big. That's big. We look at Malcolm Tyson, he's done a lot in MCW. A guy who, has never wrestled in RWA his whole career. So, we definitely got it cooking over here. It's like they say, let them cook. We're cooking, all right. We're cooking. Just a lot of stuff to be excited for, And I'm happy to, be one of the forefront people, making a change here. That's what it's about. It's about a change. It's about, new beginnings. It's time we stand and we start something fresh, something new, something people can be invested with. Last week, we went in competition with, I'm not going to say it, but a big ass promotion, and we had solid views. And that's what we do here in RWA. We define groundbreaking moments. Look at all the Rebel Manias we've had. Those shows have been stellar. Fuck Joe Hendry. That's all I'm going to say. How many times I've heard Joe Hendry? I'm tired of hearing that name because of one man, and it's the guy who just commented that comment. So, that's all I'm going to comment on that. Weird tonight for Rebellion, though. We're out here in Seattle. I'm in my house. We're out here in Seattle. Gotta head to the show here soon for Rebellion, Week 2. It's gonna be a great show. Yeah, like I said, if there's any questions in the chat, let me know. I'll be glad to answer. Like, new titles coming to RWA. I'll be glad to answer that. So let me know. Like I said, we do it all here in RWA. We have the most variety. I think the best approach from Max Wrestling, I think the best approach to being an appealing E-Fed babyface is leaning into the ridiculousness of pro wrestling and doing humor. You could be right. You could be right there. But that helps, but you also gotta think, not everyone wants to do that, right? You got people who just don't want to do that, which I understand, but we're in a type of era now where we have to change. The business is changing every day. I know why he asked this question. Legend Man, who do you consider to be the best big man in the company? I knew he was going to ask something like this. And he probably expects me to say his name. beast. And I'm going to throw it back at you and say no. He is definitely not. He wasn't too good at telling stories. Never was. No. I'm going to say Miles Thurman definitely has the reins as top not babyface, but big guy. Look at a guy who's had multiple feuds with Marco Sparks, Garbage, Black Metal. He's American Trash. I mean, he's done it. That's a guy who knows how to tell stories. That's a guy who I respect. I had him on here 3 years ago, and we had a great conversation for about an hour. Right, that's it kind of feels like he's based off death metal, like a ripoff. I think actually, since Chaos is chatting here as well, talking about Thurman here. Thurman, he had a great feud with Chaos. That was another good feud that they had together. That's perfect. Does Jello Games count as part as the company? Jello Games right now is discontinued because the man himself, Jello, has his full focus with RWA at the moment. So, as of right now, no one knows if, Jello, what his motives are. Right now, all I know from backstage is he's putting all of his focus into this tournament. As of now, RWA Jello Games is currently not taking place right now. So, it's going to be interesting to see if it does come back, RWA is always open, We're gonna start changing here soon. You can expect some changes after the pay-per-view. We're gonna be making some changes. Not saying what it is, just for you to find out. If Jello Games counts, my favorite big man in the company is my big man, Chortle. I did see that. Yeah, that clown dude. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's up there. I think Chortle should come to RWA. He'd be great. Hopefully one day he does come back, He's a guy we've been missing there on the show. We know he had his little stint there where he was running through everybody. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Chaos is in here. Where? I don't know. Chaos is always lurking. You say Chaos is in here. Where? Dude, Chaos is always watching. We don't know where he's, like you said, where. We don't know where. We'll never know where. Just know he's always watching us. Man who's also always watching us is Joe White, And tonight, for the first time ever, we get him versus Ryan Schuler. I mean, you talk about a big time match that we're setting up here tonight. It is going to be phenomenal. It is going to be back and forth, and it's going to be brutal. I can put my money on it. It's going to be a brutal match. And you would have to stay tuned. We're about 3 hours away from Rebellion right now. 3 hours away. So, stay tuned. We'll be back to you quick. If there's any questions, like Legend Man's been putting in there, big man's, right? That's Miles Thurman. That honor goes to Miles. I mean, the guy he's done it all. He's the guy I wish would come back. Yeah, so I mean, tonight's the roster's stacked, the roster's ready. I've talked to multiple people backstage, about what about that gay North Pole dude you guys had sprinkles or something? What? Who? I'm surprised you remember that guy. Oh God, Turtle could show up in RWA, mayhaps. I'm game for that. Give us the word and we're here. That's a guy who can carve his. I don't even know if that's a guy. Dude's a clown. That's a clown who could carve his path here in RWA. That's it. That'd be exciting. Um, Thing is, he's not one to be signed. He's summoned. I guess. Yeah, I don't know if he even has a signature, so you're probably right there. Uh, that's something to keep in mind for sure. Talk about someone like Chortle, dude's a force. And he's not even a guy. He's not even a man. He's something more than that. Dude doesn't even have a signature. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. It's just stuff we gotta look out for. Um, you know. Any questions, like I said, drop them down. And like the future of RWA, I've already went in with that. Malcolm Tyson will be making his debut next week on RWA Rebellion. So stay tuned for that. That is one hell of a signing we brought in, and the man's just a talent. He knows how to do his shit. He's a great wrestler in the ring. The guy is he's him, the definition of a king. And we have a lot of those in RWA. We have Elijah King, but Malcolm Tyson, he's a guy who's done it all. And he's done it all, but not in RWA. So that's going to be worth seeing next week. But we're here for this week, in this week's show, RWA Rebellion. So, like I said, as the unnamed opponent who's fighting Elijah King, is there any guesses of who will be fighting Elijah King tonight? Drop them down in the chat. Let me know. If there's any guesses, the roster's stacked, so we don't know who could pop up. Could be anybody. So, drop them down in the chat if you have any guesses of who on the current roster of who might show up tonight and fight Elijah King. Could be anybody. I'll just say yes to your question. That's all I'll comment on that. Yeah, so yeah, any guesses? I mean, Wellington, what, like Marco Sparks, that guy could return tonight. Who knows? We could see a debut. Someone we'd never seen in RWA. Could be a debut, return. Oh no. No, he wasn't talking about you being summoned, dude. Yeah. He was. Yeah. So yeah. Any idea? I mean, we have a stacked roster right now. It could be any guy on that roster. So that's going to be worth seeing. Elijah King's a hell of a talent. He came up short in the Ringmaster, match there, the tournament. Run through the whole gauntlet. If it wasn't for Ryan Schuler at the end being a little sneaky, a little bit more stealth, getting the win. It's just shit like that you have to look out for in this business. This business is built off of opportunity. It's built off of seizing the opportunity. And man, is RWA season the opportunity with how stacked. I know I've been saying it all podcast long, but it's stacked, and this is the best RWA's been in a while. We got people in who I can't really explain on who's here, you know? The only person I've got authorized to talk about is Benny Nitro. What the The only person I've got authorized to talk about was the signing of Malcolm Tyson III from MCW. Which is a hell of a talent. Is it true that there's a collaboration show coming? All I gotta say is stay tuned. Keep us in your noties. Keep us, we're gonna be constant now. We're gonna be constantly pumping out content for you guys to watch and enjoy. That's what we're here for. We're here to make you guys, the listeners, the fans, happy. That's why we do this. We don't do this we do it because it's fun. We love it. But the point is to please you guys, as you guys are like the beating heart of RWA. Without you guys, we'd be nothing. So from the bottom of my heart, you guys are awesome. And y'all guys have given me a job as Chad Baldwin, I used to be a guy who worked 9 to 5, just blue collar. But now, since I've joined RWA, it's been great for me, And, I've trained on my job, and I think I've done a good job for the most part. Not to talk about myself too much, because it is my podcast, but still. I like to talk about the superstars who bust their ass in that ring week in, week out. And we will be bringing RWA every Friday night. So that's something to be, tuned in for, and stay tuned for that. We will be bringing RWA Rebellion every Friday night at 8 p.m. Any special guests coming? I don't know. We have a few lined up. I've been trying to get Chaos, so we'll try to line that up, soon. From what I understand, he's been in agreement, so maybe soon to expect a Chaos special guest podcast interview coming your way. That is going to be one hell of an interview. Yep, for Chaos, I'm pretty sure he has a lot he could talk about. The man's dealt with a lot of shit. So it's going to be great to hear what he can say for himself. Just very exciting. And I would love for all y'all guys to stay tuned. Please, just keep watching. You guys are the reason. How do you feel about former IWC NEFA World Champion, Max Wrestling alum and new Rebellion GM Jeremiah T. Benford? Listen, what a fucking guy, right? The guy, we've seen him in the open of last week's Rebellion, and so far I like what he's done. Also, he's only announced Joe White coming out of Power, but someone had to. Jeremiah T. Benford is a vital part of RWA already. Sign Chet Lemon. That's someone who's been on my radar. I've seen his work. The dude's a beast. Inside and out that ring. Oh, he'll bring the heat. If we get Chet Lemon, we got some real business to deal with. We're talking about future signings here. I would love to gain Marco Sparks back. Yeah. Marco Sparks, he was the guy. He was the man. He was the heel. He was the dude. You can throw him in anything, and he would oblige. He would do his shit. Oh, I don't think he will talk. That's good to know. Chet Lemon. Alright. Like I was saying, Marco Sparks, the guy, you throw him in anything and he'll make it be magical. He's a talented performer, a master of his craft, and a guy who's been out here. I'm a huge fan of Marco Sparks. Uh, Also known as Seth Evans. So, Marco, yeah, he's a guy I definitely want to sign. Talk about Josh Anderson for a second. I heard he's been spotted recently. Those are just rumors. Don't get out of hand. As far as we know, he's nowhere near the building tonight. Josh Anderson is nowhere near the building. God knows what that'd be something if he was the mystery opponent for Elijah King tonight. But as far as I can understand, Josh Anderson, he has been spotted at the airport where we are, doing RWA Rebellion tonight. He's not here. It's already been confirmed. He's not here. He's not. And if he was, he's probably just here to be a fan. Enough about someone who has a dark soul. Let's talk about what could be coming our way here soon. I know the Revolutionary Championship. Let's talk about the Revolutionary Championship. That's a title that is currently on its way to being on the show. You'll probably be seeing that title here very soon. So, like I said, keep your eyes peeled. You don't want to miss the next set of the action. Chet Lemon, a color commentator. He wrestles signs when LOL. What's the rumor on a collab, Chaos? Who are the collaborators? No one knows. Just to answer your question for you, I mean, there could possibly be one. But I'm not authorized to speak of that. I can't. Not authorized. No one has been authorized to speak of it. I'm pretty sure I'd get shit on if I talk about it. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't want to lose my job. I can't. I'm supposed to keep it hush hush. I want to talk about it, of course, because it's very exciting. And it will change. It's literally going to change the landscape of RWA as we know it. That's all I'll say. It's going to be that huge. And you're going to want to be a part of it. I can't. You're going to be one. Oh, Josh who? Josh Anderson. Spot at the airport. You're going to want to be a part of it, though. That collaboration. You want to be a part of that. It's literally going to change the eFed business. We're popping right now. And we're not stopping. I'm not trying to rhyme here, but it just happened. Yeah, so we're out here in Seattle tonight. That is the scene for RWA Rebellion. Hopefully the crowd brings it. Hopefully they're hot. We have a great stacked card. Just to run over the matches, again. In our main event, we have Joe White versus Ryan Schuler. First time ever match. We have Brian Adams versus Andrew Storm. That match is going to be a fucking another first time ever match. We have Jello versus Brawler. Another first time ever match. And then we have Chaos versus Marcus Awesome. Another first time ever match. Sorry for the fucking... It's been a lot of talking. It's going to be great. It's going to be great tonight. I'm excited to call the action. Top of the hour. At 8. It's going to be a great night. And I hope you guys are all ready for it, because I know this sounds like an outro, but trust me, I'm not leaving anytime soon. We here. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have about the current state of RWA. I mean, we're just a growing landscape, kind of just moving, you know? I'm here to answer any questions, you got. If anyone's in this chat, someone help our senior get to this chat, because I know y'all just seen that message. Alright, Max, it's been nice knowing you. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're back Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Make sure you guys are just tuned in tonight. We got something cooking tonight. You don't wanna miss it, I'm telling you. It's gonna be phenomenal. Yeah, like I said, anyone has questions, spill them out in the chat. I'm just doing my job. And I love doing this. That's why I haven't stopped. This is what I love doing. I love sitting here talking to you guys. I mean, I'm very excited for tonight. I gotta start getting ready. Head to the show, the venue here. It's gonna be great. Top of the hour, I gotta start heading to this venue. So, like I said, throw your questions in here. Just throw your questions while I'm sitting here, live. Here on this live here. By the way, y'all dig the goddamn design here on my podcast now? I think it's fucking great. It's a great design. It's a new era in RWA, so I thought I'd change up the design a little bit, Not the same how it used to be. Plus, it's good to change, If you stay the same, what's gonna happen, if you're just staying the same? I appreciate everyone who's tuned in, though. I am forever thankful. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm thankful for all you guys. You guys have boosted my confidence a lot since I started commentating back in 2019 for RWA. You guys have really been my support system. I know my fan base on here it's growing, and I just want to thank you for sticking for the ride this whole time. I'm just a thriving person, I like to be good at what I do. I try to get better. And don't worry, Chaos, if I got your moves in tonight. So you got your moves in there. So, and your naming of the moves. So don't worry. I'll be here till top of the hour at 6. So if you have any questions, just drop them here in the chat. It's been a great day so far. I'm willing to keep it greater. Don't forget to like the podcast if you like what you're listening to, Don't forget to drop a like, because this has been a great show. Very entertaining show for me. I'm thankful everyone who's tuned in. It makes me feel honestly happy inside. So thank you all. You guys are literally the rock. Y'all keep me going. Y'all keep this business going. RWA is thriving, and we are doing damn great. It's going to be a damn great show tonight. We are cooking up something. Let them cook. Like, literally. I'm not even trying to say that again, but let them cook. Because we are cooking. And we're back and better than ever. I just want to mention that again. You know, we've had a bunch of reboots. Yes, I'm aware. But you can't kill RWA. RWA is here to stay. This time, we definitely have a strong team. We're definitely here to stay now. We're undeniable. We're an undeniable force you can't get rid of. So, like I said, you know, we're here to stay. And tonight's show is going to be fucking phenomenal. The pre-show has been great. You guys are literally the best fans in the world, the best fan base. And we're forever thankful for you guys tuning in every fucking week. Like, y'all have no idea of how awesome you are. And I hope tonight's show is a great show. Hope everyone watches. Hope everyone shares. Start sharing shit up, man. Because we love talking. We love talking to you guys. Without you guys, we'd be nothing. I will be ending at the top of the hour. What a great podcast today. So yeah, once more, tune in tonight for RWA Rebellion. We are coming in hot in Seattle tonight. Everyone is preparing for their matches in the back, and they're ready to put on a show for you fans, you know? That's what this business is about. This business is about everything that we have been ready for and coming back towards. We've been working on this for 2 years, this return. Just got a comment from Cat Lady. I'm ready for the action tonight. You're not the only one. It's going to be one hell of a show tonight. You know, this show is going to be legendary. And it's going to be damn good. You know, at one point, I had 7 people on my podcast. And I thank all 7 of you people. Because without y'all, I'd be nothing. I would. And that's true words. I'm forever thankful for you guys. So I got 1 minute here. Tune in tonight for RWA Rebellion at 8 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific. You do not want to miss any of the action. I'll be here 3 hours, top of the hour at 8 p.m. calling the action tonight. We have 4 Rebellion World Series matchups, and Elijah King has to fight an unannounced opponent. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in 2 more hours.